All right, welcome back. We continue live right here on the Sports Call, presented by Ireland Contracting, 412-575-2600. Ron Cook got some tweets. Ron Matthews on Twitter says Vasquez was lucky. Poor defense didn't cost him again in the ninth inning. That's true. Pablo Reyes in right field had a shot right in front of him, and he should have played it to keep the potential tying run at first. Instead, he let it bounce past him, so they have second and third, a hit away from tying the game. We also have this from Stephen Fernard on Twitter. He says, guys, didn't the Red Wings have 25 straight in the playoffs? Yes, until last year, I think, Ron.
You were talking about active streaks.
I'm talking about active streaks.
Right.
San Antonio first, then it's the Penguins. After that, who do you think it is? Of all the four major sports?
I have no idea.
It would be New England Patriots.
Yeah, that's right.
And then the Dodgers in baseball have gotten their 6 in a row. All right, let's go to the lines. We begin with Jim in Castle Shannon. Hey, Jim, how are you?
Hey, Bob, how you doing?
What's going on?
Welcome back.
Thanks.
And I see you got your buddy with you, Ron Cook.
Cookie's here.
Yep. If the Penguins win Saturday, do they clinch second place?
Only if the Islanders.
Only if the Islanders lose.
Okay, but if the Islanders win, then what? We're third.
Yeah, they lose that tiebreak.
You'll still be playing the Islanders on the road.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that call. Let's go out to Ken in Clearfield. Ken, you're on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call. Roll right ahead.
Yeah, Bob. How you doing tonight?
What's going on, Ken?
Hey, I just a comment. I love the Penguins win tonight. Very, very good. Just a great game. I'm glad to see Malkin and Letang back. And they are now, after, I think, 3 or 4 years, finally winning a lot of face-offs in a neutral zone, in their own zone. Years ago, they used to lose face-offs all the time. Now they're over 50%, maybe over 60%. I think that'll make a big difference in the playoffs. What do you think?
Little things do make a big difference. I always thought Sidney Crosby was on top of his game, but he's gotten better in that department generally. You're right. They win a lot of those. They won a lot of statistics tonight, shots on goal, most hits. But it's amazing to me, Ron, that Chris Letang could come back after not playing and lead everyone in ice time. 9 minutes right off the bat in the first period.
I mean, that's what he does. Crosby on faceoffs, I think, is over 60% the last handful of games. And he was really good. I think at one point tonight it was like 13-4 or something like that. Very good. He's just such a dynamic player. He got his first goal in 11 games tonight. Kessel could have had a hat trick. The puck was rolling towards the net. If it had gone in, Kessel would have got the hat trick. Sid knocked it in. His first goal in 11 games. But he does so much else to help you. It's just unbelievably what a great player he is.
And Phil Kessel got the Big Mac goal, which when that was announced, all of a sudden you heard chants throughout the arena.
Phil.
Thank you, Phil. Thank you, Phil. And they cut to him on a
apparently
scoreboard, and he had a little smile on his face.
His first multi-goal game since December 27th, which he also gave Big Mac that night, too, against Detroit. He likes playing those Red Wings at home, that's for sure.
He does. Another tweet from Vince Neal at KD Pomp, at Ron Cook PG. He says, Goodbranson or Matta once Dumoulin is back in the lineup. To me, only Matta plays. You saw what he can do again tonight, pinching at the right time, going to, Gensel has such a knack for getting to the open space. Even if it's little, he finds it. So I don't play Goodbranson over Matta. Ron, what about you?
How about Pedersen?
Pedersen, I would.
Goodbranson, I have a hard time taking out. I mean,
somebody's going to sit.
So much, yeah, but these things tend to work themselves out, too. Guys get hurt. You need at least 8 defensemen if you're going to make a long, long run. I think it depends on matchups. You play the Capitals, you absolutely want Goodbranson in there, his physical game. I want Ollie in there, too, but I'm thinking it could be he or Pedersen, depending on the matchup. It's not going to be Jack Johnson. It's not going to be Dumoulin, Letang, or Schultz, that's for sure. They're in a nice position to have. I think they're going in with the best defensive core they've had since Sullivan came there, and they won 2 cups. I really love their depth.
No, I agree with that, and I think it's a nice luxury to have, and you can pick and choose based on the matchup. You can also go 7 defensemen if you so choose. Captain USA on Twitter says, were there even 1,000 at PNC Park tonight? The actual attendance was 8,400. That is tickets sold, but clearly not many there. But that's typical of a lot of places. I was watching a Cleveland Indians game at times tonight. Same thing up there in Cleveland. It's tough to get on school nights in April when it's cold. Let's go to Brandon in Pittsburgh. Hey, Brandon, how are you?
Good. How are you doing?
What's up?
I wanted to talk about Dominic Simone on always being on the first and second line.
Has it recently?
Yeah, I don't think he's put up, any goals, any points. He's not been bad, but he's not done anything good to deserve being on the first.
The coach likes him for whatever reason, man.
So do the metrics.
He likes him as a player. He likes what he does. I don't know that I see it all the time either, but I've learned in Sullivan we should trust. He's pretty doggone good at what he does. I don't see it either for Simone. But he had, who do you have on the top line today? McCann, right? And then he had Rust with Malkin and Kessel. I love that line. And I guess Simone was on the third line. So these things change all the time. I mean, it's so fluid with these lines. You look for what works, and if something gets going, you stay with it. If not, you try something else.
Line 2 we go. It's Chad, and wherever you are, Chad, go right ahead. How you doing?
Hey, down here in President. I'm just.
I saw that. Where is that? Where is that?
We're right between Oil City and Tionesta, right on the Allegheny River here.
Love Tionesta. Nice little place.
First of all, nothing but respect to Mr. Cooks. It's a pleasure always to listen to his opinion. And boy, what a gentleman he is. No, we appreciate you, sir. Mr. Pompeani, I will say the beautiful Penguins performance tonight. Let's go Buccos. Let's see what we can do. But I got a Steelers question for you.
Sure.
I hate to put you on the spot, but I just wanted to ask you because, we read everything we read. And I know we need a defensive playmaker. And after the free agency moves we've made here, I just wanted to know, just honestly, your opinion. If and I know the Steelers always say they go after the best player. I understand that. But if we had the perfect world, are we looking at a cornerback or are we looking at an inside linebacker first round?
Inside.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
They're going to have to trade up to do it, though.
Yeah, but I like inside linebacker, and I think they have the ammo to do it. I think they'll make an attempt to do it. It's very costly. I don't think there's any question when you do that. But I would do everything in my power because I think John Bostic was kind of a Band-Aid on a situation. They needed a big, gauze. They needed more, and he did not deliver. They can't go into another season with that sort of lack of depth.
You're not sold on Barron coming in?
I don't know about Barron. I mean, I've seen a lot.
Either. I'm just asking you. You're going to have to give up a lot. You want one of the Devons, right?
If it's possible.
Those are the only two that
who's
are
your
worthy
fallback
first
pick?
round.
If it's not.
Hey, I could go anywhere. I could go best player available. I could go for a wide receiver. I could go for a cornerback. I could go for a defensive end, an outside linebacker. I could even go for a running back if that's who you have high on your board. At that point, if you don't get one of your inside linebackers and you're not going to trade up, maybe you even trade down then to get another extra pick if there's no one you really like. But I'm going with the integrity of the board. Whoever I have highest, I'm going to take, except a quarterback. I'm not going to do that.
No, they've done that, and they have Mason Rudolph sitting in her wings again, just like Josh. You wonder sometimes, especially if Ben Roethlisberger, we're still waiting on a contract extension. To me, it's just a matter of time, but that time continues to drag on for a variety of reasons, as Jerry Dulac wrote in the Post-Gazette. We're due for a break. We have more calls on the way and your tweets. 412-575-2600. That is the number of the Border Subordinates Hotline. We invite you to call it. Back with more right after this on Pittsburgh's CW.